can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. This they splash, this they drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants.
Set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Man, I got you. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the slant.
From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Cowboys 7, Giants 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, and on the stop there.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. operating from the gun. Jones. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Draw play, Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
On the tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Giants nothing.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, and have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Bartlett. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Jones on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Gain of a yard. Brings up
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Target.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
5 yards remain on second down. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Second and 10. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Lamb. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
For the point after.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. They go to Elliott again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line. Of scrimmage.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by B.J. Hill. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup. Prescott on 1st down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at
But they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 9. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
New York.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Better bring it. You better bring it.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 44. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
A gain of 16.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 50.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Number 88, Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Makes the score.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Stays on his feet. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And Tate's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
A gain of 7.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
On first down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
on second and 12. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check right. 19 tight. I'm here all day. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
55, Mike, 55. All day, just like that. Check.
Head to 60. 19 right.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Yo.
And they take a knee.
Prescott on the keeper.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Danny. What do you think?
And they will take a knee here.
Prescott on the keeper.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Dallas, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.